All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they give a back-to-back updates or how things they be or how things they share for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Yes, my people, remember to turn on your notifications and also like and share this news too. And my people, the latest one with the boss head today. First of all, they remember say today now sit at home. Yes, my people, the one and only Monday sit at home that is supposed to be respected or respected rather in all southeastern states, all Biafran states, and which means that you are supposed to stay in your homes, make you know they come out, because anything where you meet outside for where you day, that one will be on top your head. Yes, my people, that is why it is expected. And my people, we make we also remember say this particular one for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, it is for him so that until his release from the DSS custody, then the Monday sit at home can be cancelled. So until that time, Monday sit at home will keep on continuing in the Biafran states, and it must be respected. If not, anything you meet when you go out on Mondays, anything where you see, now you suppose collect them with your full chest, because we don't want una tire. Say until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comot, make una dey stay at home on Mondays. Okay, my people, today main thing wey happen today. Yes, my people, you don burst for here as the BLA don go collect another set of these Nigerian terrorists. He don burst their head off them tire today, my people. Yes, my people, as e don happen today, make una dey hear am so, because this kind thing go dey happen back to back, as so far as these people go dey think say we no too serious for this mission, for this zeal wey we dey take put everything wey we dey, even as the PM dey do everything wey him wan do, the BLA carry everything for mind too, and they wan also put in their all for everything wey don happen. And na so we dey talk am, na so they collect, and the effort and the zeal wey they put into their own na today by this set of people wey no dey always gree us hear word, wey dey always oppress ndị Igbo anyị. Yes, they go dey collect anytime, any day, woto, and that is how it will always be until they come to that realization that we are not here for jokes anytime soon. And on that note, we should always have it in mind that these things that are happening at this particular point are not stopping until we get what we want, until we get to that particular point we want to get to. And at this point, we know they see face. At this point, we know they really see, and once we get there, we will surely have what we want. And that is the truth of the matter. Nobody is going to stop us from getting to where we want to get. Nobody is going to stop us from having that particular achievement we want to have. And that is the truth of the matter. We are not going to be allowed to be tossed around. We are not going to be allowed to be moved about by whatever this set of people want to do. We are not going to be allowed to be moved. Anything we do here is strictly on the basis of how we want to be treated. And these people have oppressed us for so long. They've done a whole lot of things to us for so long, and we are not going to be able. We are not going to stop. We are not stopping at any point. PM has decided and he has said that anything that happens at this point is something he is going to have in mind throughout. If these people decide to go against us once more, that means they are ready. They are going to be ready to take on whatever it is we have in mind, whatever it is that we've decided to hold on. That is what is going to happen to them, and we are in no way. We are in nowhere clear from anything that is happening right now. We are going to put all our efforts to making sure that we achieve all our goals. We are going to get our referendum that is going to be announced by December 2nd. We are going to make sure that also Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ahmadike ndị Igbo is released at the appointed time too. And then none of these things is going to, until all of these things happen or take place, nobody is going to have rest in these states. Nobody is going to have rest in this state. We are going to make sure we get to the point where everybody has gotten to that point of understanding that whether or whether we must get to this point. And once we get there, it is done. And being done by this same man that we are claiming that he's against the Biafra movement, he's against this, he's against that he's against this, that he's causing unrest in Southeast, he's doing this, he's doing that. Hey, people, I just want you to know that it's not possible. None of it is even close to being possible because he is working tirelessly. The amount of people they send against him, the amount of people that have wanted his arrest, even the time when they succeeded one way or another, they said there was a rumor that he was arrested and then he was released, and everything that comes up, it all ends up to be a lie. It all ends up to be false. It all ends up not happening because this man is protected by the Finland government, and the Finland government is in support of everything he's doing. And I would like to tell you that even the Finland government would know they would not support anybody that would be causing unrest in another state, and they will not even let him stay in their country if they found out that, or if they know that this particular man, this is what he's doing. Well, they know the fight, they know the roots of every single thing, and so because of that, they are supporting him. This particular movement is not a movement that anyone can just wake up and do and go to a foreign state and stay. If you are that kind of person that you are doing that side of thing, be rest assured that the country would investigate you before allowing you to stay there, especially in a country like Finland. If a Finland country would investigate you to be sure that nothing of such is going on, or you're not causing any of such, that whatever you're doing is actually up to your right and is what you can rightfully do, which I am sure that they have done properly on him, and they have verified that this particular person is doing nothing, just like the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing absolutely nothing wrong but fighting for the movement. But of course, this particular thing is what they would use to sway people in Nigeria. They would use to sway Igbo people in Nigeria, make them think that he's the worst enemy of all, and say so many rubbish against him. I would even come up and say that if, since he's outside the country, he should come back. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the few times he came back to Nigeria, the very first time he came back, they arrested him. That was the first thing they did. And you expect him or anybody fighting for their freedom to come back to Nigeria. It's not possible. If we have a history of letting people that are fighting for their nation be in the country and be safe and every other thing without getting arrested, then the possibility of them coming back or staying or being protected in their state is there. But then anytime that this set of people find themselves or get themselves in the country, they are arrested. Do you expect the PM, Simon Ekpa, not to learn from the previous things that has happened and decide to be in a state that would really, really protect him from anything that is going on? Of course, he has found that state, and that state or that country is Finland, and that is why he's with the Finnish government. And as well, it has ended up that the main president or the person in charge at this point has ended up to be a very close friend of his, close to his best friend. And they are all working towards everything that would make sure that the Biafra movement is something that actually works out at the end, and not just something that people would hear about and not know what is happening. But my people, what I am here to remind you of is that this movement is as real as anything should be. The movement that is being made by the PMBRGIE is one of the biggest and one of the most valued by the true Biafrans that know the fight, that the fight is real, and that if you stop fighting, the day we stop fighting is the day we start ending whatever it is we want for ourselves. And so this is what is expected of Biafrans, not to avoid, not to ignore, not to lay down or to forget whatever it is. You are expected to do the needful. Stand steadfast, be ready at any point in time, because you do not know what's next and what is going to happen next. And so you are expected to be strong, and do the needful. Every single thing. I don't believe there's anything you're passing through now that there's people in the past that fought for this particular freedom have not passed through, that did not pass through. There are those that went through the main civil war, and there was a war, a real war. And it so happened that at the end, since we are still in one Nigeria, you would call it the fact that we lost. But of course, we are going at it again, and we are going to win. We are hoping that the best would happen in our coming off and doing the needful things that we need to do. And so, my people, it is one of the important things that we need to do with anything that concerns Biafra movement. And so that is what it is. So yes, my people, this is what we'll come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.